Okay, let's talk about guns. By the way, morning YouTube, Saint Andy here. Okay, so there's this big spiel about how, fucking liberals and leftists, they want to, ban guns for making more gun control and whatnot. And I find myself thinking about the arguments that they make about how, if there were less guns and it was harder to get guns for the normal citizens, there'd be less mass shootings. And I find myself thinking, well, criminals don't respect your laws and your bans and your fucking processes. So how would that fucking help anyway? Then they say, well, we should rely on the authorities to protect us. Which, that's cool. I respect the authorities. The cops and shit are fucking heroes. Sure, there's some bad ones out there, but there's probably a lot more good ones. Now, this is where it gets interesting. These ubertardians, they're out there talking about how, the cops are bad and they shoot innocent black people, and yet they're also spewing the same thing, that we need to disarm the citizens so that only the cops are armed. I think the reason they want to do this is because, they want to disarm the law-abiding citizens so that when the fucking hostile ubertardians decide to start killing off cops en masse, we citizens won't be able to come to the defense and aid of said cops. That's my theory. So, I don't know if you agree with that or not, but it seems like kind of what's going on, because every time a cop kills a black criminal, suddenly there's this big thing about oh, he was such a good guy, he shouldn't have been killed, oh, he had his hands up, so don't shoot him. And it's or you see a guy running away from the cops. If I was a cop, I'd be like, police, freeze or I'll shoot. And if he didn't stop immediately, I'd fucking shoot him. Yeah, I'd probably aim for a leg or something, but maybe not. It just depends on the mood, how hostile the guy was doing, what he was doing before he started running away from the police. But, I don't know. Maybe in an ideal world where everybody respected each other and treated each other like actual right-having human beings, maybe we could do away with guns. Because, they wouldn't be so necessary. But, unfortunately, we live in a society where a large amount of people have absolutely no respect for anybody who's not them. And when that happens, that's why you have people who will break into houses and steal stuff, or kill people, rape people, all sorts of violent, hostile crimes, because there's a general lack of respect for each other. Right now, we're living in a society where culture is trying to divide us by stupid shit such as skin color and religion and political views. And that's just going to lead to more conflict. And yet they want to disarm us so that they can, make us more dependent on them, so that they can end up with fucking their little totalitarian regime that's dedicated towards the misery of the common man at the, so that the elite can just keep fucking rising up and collecting more and more wealth for themselves. I think I've gone a bit off tangent here, so I'm going to end this video. Much love, YouTube.